Oh, what can I say about it? Like, it's just, Hey everyone, welcome to ScenebyDawn. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. Huge Ackman. Huge Ackman. Okay, so I know that you guys probably heard already by this point that this movie is a musical. And please don't turn this review off and don't shut this movie out of your mind and think, oh, I cannot stand musicals, and I definitely don't like Hugh Jackman in musicals either, because remember Les Miserables, and I do. I remember Les Miserables, and I wasn't happy about it either. So I went in feeling exactly that same way. I was just like, ugh, I don't want to watch a musical, and I really don't like Hugh Jackman in musicals. But, oh my goodness, this movie completely won me over, and I need to say up front that this is hands down my favorite movie of 2017. I absolutely loved it. I love the colors, and I love the energy, and I love the singing and the dancing and just the choreography of all of it. And it all just like comes together in such a beautiful way. So the premise of this film is that P.T. Barnum is a big dreamer. He even part of his motivation is that he wants to prove to his father-in-law that he can provide a good life for his wife, his daughter, his wife, the daughter of his father-in-law. He also has like these big dreams about being a showman, and so he buys a circus. No, he doesn't buy a circus. What does he buy? He buys this museum of curiosities, and it doesn't do very well, and his daughters tell him, do you know what, you should have some like live things, because everything that's in your museum is dead, like nothing actually moves. And so that gave him this idea. He starts collecting people of oddities, like they have different things that are kind of like weird about them, and like the bearded woman, or the very large man, or the very tall man, and well, like there's the midget. So he collects all of these people, and then a reviewer comes to see his show, and he turns it as a circus. He's like, oh, I love that. So that's how the P.T. Barnum Circus is born, and he has all of these wonderful shows, and it's all about embracing who you really are, even if you're weird. And I just loved it so much. I did feel like at one point I was watching a Lady Gaga concert, but like in the best way. Like it was so good. It just, you know, all these people who don't quite fit in anywhere, and usually are hidden or not celebrated, but here are celebrated and they're put to the forefront. I can't describe it any other way than they are celebrated. I just love that so much. There was one point when the bearded woman was talking about how the circus meant so much to her because her mom, I'm gonna start crying, her mom used to hide her. She said our own mothers weren't proud of us and didn't want to put us on display, and she goes, but here we belong, and it's not just that we get to be out in front of everybody, but here we have a place, and here we aren't hidden, and here we're appreciated. Anyways, I love this movie for all the depths of like the different meanings and the messages. There's I'm still crying. Still crying. It's sad. No, it's not sad. It's just really meaningless. I'm still crying. I love this movie for just the different layers of messages that are throughout the movie. Like with Zac Efron and Zendaya's character, they fall in love, but they fall in love in a time when a white man and a black woman cannot be together romantically, and he comes from the upper echelons of society and she definitely doesn't, and she's, you know, from this culture of the circus, which people are looking down on. Nobody appreciates them. They're like, get away from here, you psychos. But they fall in love, and there's this scene where they're on the trapeze, and they're all like on the trapeze, and they're spinning around with this rope and everything, and it was a very sensual and deep scene. You could, I guess, interpret it in sort of a sexual way, like rather than having a sex scene, they have this scene, but it was just so intimate and beautiful and passionate. It really established a lot for their relationship, and I just really liked that, and I liked the creativity of all of the songs and how it interwove within the story, so it wasn't just like, oh, well, that was a neat little song, but it actually built up the story. And there weren't really any songs that I didn't like. There was one song with Zac Efron and Hugh Jackman in a bar, and I was kind of like, ooh, at the beginning I was like, well, I don't really care for this one that much, but by the end I really liked it. So each of the songs I just thought was really strong. I really liked the music, and the choreography was really great. As I was watching it, I remember thinking, this is what cinema is supposed to be. Like, it's just so great. I also felt like it was High School Musical, but for adults all over again, because Zac Efron, back in his element, singing songs and dancing, and Zendaya. I didn't even know that Michelle Williams could sing, but she can. And honestly, everybody left the movie just feeling so good. There was just so much like good energy, and people were laughing and singing what they remembered and kind of like wanting to do dancing and stuff like that. It was such good energy. I really like this movie. I would highly recommend it to everybody. I give this movie a solid 9 out of 10. Like, I am in love with it. Definitely go and see it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you like musicals. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell so you don't miss out on anything that I've seen. ScenebyDawn.